This video is going to show you how to add or how to find public domain images. And again, a public domain image is one that you don't have to give any credit to. It's not protected by copyright. So I'm going to leave WordPress for right now and go over to this website called Pixabay.com. And Pixabay is primarily free, royalty-free images. There are a few that you would have to pay for, which I'll show you in a moment. But I'm going to go ahead and search for recipe, because that is kind of the focus of my blog. And right off the bat, I really like this image right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and select it. But before I do, if you look here at the top, if you see this gray stripe in these images, it says sponsored images by Shutterstock. These are images, they're usually really cool, but these are images that you would have to pay for through Shutterstock. So just ignore that first row. But pretty much everything else, all these 1,157 free images of recipe, those are all available. So I'm going to click on this image, and in order to get it, I can just click on free download. You'll notice right over here it says CC0 Creative Commons. That means CC0 means public domain. There's no copyright. You can use it for commercial use. You don't have to attribute it. You can just use it. So those are really nice for our student work. But I'm going to click on free download. I can probably go a little smaller than that. When I click download here, it's just downloading for me. Sometimes it'll ask you to enter a CAPTCHA, and you basically just click the button and it'll download for you. So that's how we use Pixabay. I'm going to show you one other site really quickly for finding images. If you go over here, I have this other website called Pexels. Pexels and Pixabay are very similar. They both have a lot of images that are free and just available to be used without any copyright or anything like that. So I'm going to just search here for recipe here. And on Pexels, the images you can use come up at the top of the page. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you get to a little section where it says sponsored photos. These are the ones that you would have to pay the sponsoring companies in order to use. So you don't want to use these Adobe stock ones. Just kind of ignore those and choose from the ones at the top of the page. You can use some of the browsing features as well. But in order to download it, you just would go and click on the image. Let's say I'm going to do it on baking. Maybe I want to grab that picture. For here, again, you'll notice it's CC0 license. I don't have to pay anything. And I can just click on free download here. And you'll see that this image has just downloaded for me, so I'm good to go. Again, I don't want to use Adobe stock, but thank you anyway. I don't want to pay $29.99 a month for those images. So that's how you go and find public domain images. If you watch the next video, I'll explain how you take those public domain images and put them onto your blog, and specifically how to put it into your header image for your blog. So come back in a moment.